Got the Cowboys
EA
again.
Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to our nation's capital at FedEx Field in Landover, Maryland. Today, longtime foes square off in the NFC East, as it'll be the Dallas Cowboys taking on the Washington Commanders. The veteran Joey Sly set to get us started, and we are underway in our nation's capital. Cavante Turpin now from his end zone. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line.
Haven't played Madden
so bringing it out of the end zone
rusty.
proves not a good decision. Loses him about 4 yards. Prescott looks to throw right away. Open man downfield is Lamb. It's complete. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. 23 yards, the final tally.
Certainly no settling into the drive there. They came right out on the first play and attacked the middle of the field for a big gainer and a first down.
The big play to start him out. Has him at the 45 already. Here's Prescott. It's hauled in by Brandon Cooks. 15 more yards there and quickly another first down.
Time to give some credit to the big fellows, the offensive line here, because you've got to have good protection on crossing routes, because you've got to give your receiver time to work all the way across the field. That time be able to scan the field, spot his receiver moving left to right, and make a good, accurate throw.
Oh,
No, sir. No, sir.
And it's intercepted.
Let's go.
Picked off by Emmanuel Forbes. And the Commanders are going to have the football here at their own 35-yard line. Not something you see very often from a quarterback of his caliber, an opening drive interception.
Oh, there's no doubt in my mind that even he's surprised at how that one played out. But we know this guy is not going to stop him from continuing to fire as this
Look how he
game
broke
goes
on the
along.
ball. I love
Probably
that.
give a little nod of respect across the field for that one, and let him know he'll be back the very next series.
They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line. Howell's throw complete to Dotson. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. A big play on the catch and run, covering 34 yards.
Despite writing it down on my notes, I never give enough credit to the offensive line, and we have to here. The protection, that's what made this play a success. Quarterback had to wait for his crossing route to develop, and that takes a little bit of extra time. Excellent job by the big fellas up front.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. And they'll send the tight end in motion left. The first carry for the Memphis man, Antonio Gibson. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. Then he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick, quick, quick. And what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
Now a 2nd and 10. Second down, Howell back to pass. Under pressure, and down he goes.
Of course, he's on his D-line.
Back at the 36. Defensive end, DeMarcus Lawrence applied the heat.
In every game, we talk about what are going to be the keys as we go into it. Maybe that's a key for their defense today. Pressure the quarterback and make sure you play a good zone defense behind them, and they get their first sack of the contest.
So here's a 3rd and 14. Third and long, here's Howell. And that is incomplete.
I will see more of them trying to get him the football out of the backfield. They love what he can do in open space.
Oh, terrible
They
throw.
believe that he creates mismatches they can exploit.
Field goal unit and Joey Sly now. From the right hash, this from 53. Sly able to put this one through. And the Commanders get out to a 3-0 lead. So a pretty good opening drive. That'll make the home fans somewhat happy. They wanted 6, but they got 3 in the early lead.
And they should be happy. The guys look good getting down the field. That's got to give them a little bit of hope that good things are in store here today for them.
And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, only gave up 3 points off of that, so it shouldn't be a difficult hole to overcome.
It really shouldn't, as long as they're not listening to the chatter coming from the other side, because when you throw a pick, look, I know defensive backs, they have a tendency to be a little bit loud after they take one away, but they also have a tendency to gamble a little bit more, thinking they'll get a second one. Maybe they can take advantage of that with some double moves.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. The first carry now for Tony Pollard. And space tough to come by there. So we get maybe a yard to the 37.
Oh, there's plenty of traffic waiting for him up the middle. But give him credit, he tried barreling through anyway. They're fortunate to get a yard out of that one.
2nd and 9. Going to run again here with Pollard. It's a gain of 12, and the Cowboys pick up the first.
A good run there off right tackle in an old school NFL football. The right side of the offensive line, often known as the nasty side. The left side, usually the technical side. Kind of reminds me of the old Atlanta Falcons 2009, 2010. That's how they constructed their offensive line.
They'll go with Pollard here on 1st down. And just 1 yard here from the 49 to the 50.
Whenever we talk about the best strong safeties, one word constantly comes up, and that's instincts. Being able to diagnose run or pass and make the appropriate moves.
He crashed down hard there. He was ready for that running play. Ball right on the 50-yard line. Here's a 2nd down and 9. Prescott now from the 50. Oh, and his early struggles continue.
Let's go.
Intercepted. And the Commanders are going to get the football here at their own 40-yard line. And not the first quarter that he was hoping for. Now 2 interceptions thrown.
Well, the good ones, they find a way to compartmentalize, right? Put these behind them, have that short memory, but understand why they threw the 2 interceptions. They go on and usually play a pretty decent game. Other quarterbacks, they have a hard time getting past it and often put the ball up for grabs the rest of the ball game.
Throw right side is going to be caught by Samuel. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. They'll send the big tight end in motion right. Now a first carry here for Robinson. And nothing much materializing there on the 1st down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
You've got to be impressed by that defensive front on reps like those. They were not being moved off the line, kept their shoulders square, and gave their teammates time to fight to the ball and limit that gain.
Now he'll look to throw it. A quick throw, but incomplete.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
1st down marker at the 31. It's 3rd down. Powell throwing on 3rd down here. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got it incomplete. And he's going to have another 1st down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 26. Give him 12 yards on that one. It earns him a fresh set of downs. They had to settle for 3 last drive, hoping this second go-around ends in 6. In good position, 1st and 10. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Saw the linebacker, Damone Clark, coming through with a stop.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Here's 2nd and 10. And they'll send the tight end in motion. On 2nd down, here's Gibson again. And he's able to motor his way down to the 16-yard line. 10 yards there, good for a Washington 1st down. The CD a lot of times like to separate speed and quickness, and they've got a back that's both. We know that he's fast in the open field, but man, his first step is so quick too.
It is something, isn't it? Because you think of that type of speed getting to the perimeter and turning upfield, but also when you run those inside runs, he can get into the secondary so fast the linebackers don't have a chance to react.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. 2nd and 10. 2nd and 10, Howell. To the right side and complete to Thomas. He's down inside the 10 to the 8. And it comes on a gain of 8.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives him a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
Play number 9 set to come here on the drive on 3rd and 2. They'll run with Gibson. And he's in. Touchdown, Commanders. Antonio Gibson, an 8-yard touchdown run. And the Commanders are able to add on to that lead.
We see this a lot on 3rd and short yardage, especially down here in the red zone. They're going to sell out to stop the run, try and hold them to a field goal. But once the running back gets past the first wave, the resistance can evaporate after that. And he not only picks up the first, but he takes it all the way into the end zone.
And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively. Obviously, 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit like, hey, didn't we practice in that color jersey all week? Not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with it. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
Prescott on 1st down. And that's complete to Cooks. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Here's Prescott. He finds his man complete. That's Ferguson.
We got lucky.
And he's corralled at the 40, but not before picking up 8. Prescott yet again. And that'll be incomplete.
Yes, sir.
Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. Prescott on 3rd and 2. And Prescott, his 3rd interception.
Snap for the high.
And he will bring this one back. An interception return for a Commanders touchdown. But what a game this has turned out to be for him. Remember, CD, he had the turnover earlier, and now the pick 6, that's the cherry on top.
You're absolutely right about that, partner. When you force a turnover on defense, you're the guy most excited about getting back out there and trying to force another one. How about him picking off that pass, setting his sights on the end zone? You know he wasn't going to be denied getting there either.
And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense.
Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. And a huge return as he'll take this one all the way down inside the 30-yard line.
He's out of there. Ooh, the Niners.
The NFL is on EA Sports, and we are in Silicon Valley at Levi's Stadium in Santa Clara. Today, 2 NFC clubs going head-to-head, as it'll be the Washington Commanders taking on the San Francisco 49ers. Joey Sly, the kicker, stands ready, and we are underway from Santa Clara. And no run back here, so they'll bring it out to the 25. And now we're going to get a timeout called by the Washington defense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. The drive begins with a run by McCaffrey. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. Right away, they rack up 10 yards on their first play from scrimmage. Well, there you go. This offense off to a strong start this afternoon.
Yeah, with a big run and a first down. That's putting what you practice into play. That's excellent execution to get things started.
On first down, nothing opening up really on the running play. Give him maybe a yard, and it'll be second down.
That felt like a trap because it looked to me like the opposing front was on that play from the get-go. They had everyone crashing the ball carrier before he even made the line, and they hold him to just a yard.
Here's Purdy. Throw out wide is incomplete.
Had the right idea there, trying to throw it to the sideline, but he let him just a little bit too much, trying to get it out to his receiver. Ends up falling to the ground, incomplete.
After an incomplete pass on second down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Purdy now to throw. Connects with Kittle underneath.
Let's go.
And he can only manage to take the football to the 40, and that is well shy of the first down marker. On 4th down, here's Purdy.
No, sir.
Samuel, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Jamin Davis.
I'm right there, and he still threw the ball. He's tripping.
Shy of midfield. Offensively, a far from ideal start there with a pick on the opening drive.
Yeah, not exactly what they were looking for. We know that. That's pretty obvious. The beauty, though, is it's happening early. If they don't panic, they don't compound this problem, they've got a long way to go and a chance to get back in it.
So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10. Just shy of midfield at the 48. Al now to throw it. This is caught by his tight end, Logan Thomas. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
Nice rhythm throw there on first down. He located his tight end, made it a nice, easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. Now they go play action with Howell. Rolling to his right.
Damn, that was good defense.
We'll go down here. Javon Hargrave, the D tackle, getting the sack.
What a nice read play by the defensive tackle. Never brought the play action fake, but right for the quarterback and put him on the ground.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. Here's Howell. That is caught.
Yes, sir.
Out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. 10 yards there, good for a Washington first down. Well, Charles, it's early, but that's a key third down conversion. Remember, they forced the turnover on the opening drive. Now they're in a position where they look like they'll at least get 3 out of this.
A great example of complementary football if they're able to cash this in, isn't it, partner? Because defense does this job, takes it away, turns over the offense. They just pick up a nice first down there. Maybe it's time to think about taking a shot in the end zone because it looks like the field goal is almost assured.
From the 33, here's 2nd down and 7. Out of the gun, it's Howell. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone.
I can't believe I messed that up. That's crazy. It was wide open. Why'd I do that?
That sun's going to be a factor all game long. I'm not sure it made a difference on that one, but it's something to think about on all deep throws.
That was dumb.
This time of year.
So 3rd down now. They need the 27-yard line for a first. From the gun on 3rd down, Howell.
I tried to squeeze it. I couldn't. Should have went underneath. I had to drag right there.
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. Sly able to put this one through. And it's 3-0 Washington. So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover.
All right, let's get another defense. Stop.
Make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach termed his defense. The firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Their second drive here, the ballgame, Charles. Remember last time they threw the interception, but the defense held up. It bent a little.
There we go.
Break,
Keep trying to go to Debo.
Yeah, obviously they left some points on the table there their last time out, but boy, they have to thank their defense for holding the opposition just 3 after they threw the pick. Their turn now. Back out on the field, put together a good drive, and get some points of their own.
So following the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 25. Out of the gun, Purdy. Connects with
Oh, he held on to that. That's crazy.
From the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that, you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch. Now you put the offense in a position where every...
Thank you, Manuel Forbes.
Here's another one intercepted.
Let's go.
Picked off by Emmanuel Forbes. And he's able to get it back here to the 43-yard line. Well, we saw plenty of that during his much-heralded college career. He parlayed that into becoming a first-round selection. And now here he is making interceptions in the National Football League.
And this is a guy that has all the physical tools, but the thing that sets him apart is what he's got between his ears. And that's the sixth sense for knowing where the football is going. Just an excellent play there to create the turnover.
Oh, man, look at Antonio Gibson going crazy.
Before crossing over out of bounds. 13 yards there on a Washington first.
So many times in my career I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing, But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
On 1st and 10, it's
there we go. Let's get a few yards. We good. 5 yards.
To the end of the first quarter.
So from the 25, this is 2nd and 5. Now running right on the option. And out of bounds.
Yes, sir.
That's now consecutive 5-yard carries to pick up the first down.
And this is one of those plays that if you can use it to keep the chains moving, it's a good play. And not only that, it tends to tamp down the pass rushers because they have to recognize this play and stay at home. The quarterback uses it well. Read option, keeps it.
Come on, man. You can't put a linebacker on McLaren, bro. That ain't going to work.
A 20-yard touchdown.
And the Commanders are able to widen their advantage.
Great corner route there. Not only able to catch it, turn it upfield, and get into the end zone.
It usually involves a little bit of an extra move, doesn't it? You've got to get them thinking that you're moving to the middle of the field, and you're breaking away to that corner. But that was well executed.
Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. Returning from his end zone is Ray McCloud. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28.
The Niners take over 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And job one here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm. And right now, they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor, though. But thank you, Dr. Davis. A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. Again, they run again.
Yes, sir. Look at our front four.
The Commander defense stout against the run game. They drop him for his 2nd straight play. 3rd and 15 coming up after that loss of 2. Plays like we just saw there. That's why they're up right now. And the defense, they're doing their job.
Yeah, it starts with the guys up front. So when you talk with GMs who are putting together a team, a lot of them say we're going to build from the inside out, because if you control the line of scrimmage, you control the rest of the ball game, and that's what we're seeing here. They're actually playing in the offense's back.
Yes, sir. You don't come out on single back on 3rd and long, bro.
Even keeping the back in for extra
I'm gonna bring
protection
pressure every
down,
time.
They still couldn't prevent the sack. Now it's 4th and long thanks to a terrific individual effort on defense.
And how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it. 4th down try. Here's Purdy.
No, come on, EA. No. No way, bro. Ain't no way that's a passing point. Man, just got bailed out.
Now you know why receivers and the guys throwing the ball, they like to collaborate and just heave it up sometimes, because you can get these types of calls that go against the defense. Pass interference, and they gain over 30 yards of real estate on that one.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.
Picked off by Jamin Davis.
And he's able to get it back here to the 43-yard line.
I'm not sure that the wheels, Charles, are coming completely off, but they're shaking a little bit. That's 3 interceptions, and now interceptions here on back-to-back drives.
And I think about what a Hall of Fame coach told me.
Okay, what's Gibson doing? Why just let him come through the... Oh, my goodness.
Dre Greenlaw getting home on that one.
Pressure can come from all over when you're plotting a defensive strategy. On that particular play, it just came from the outside.
Why would Gibson not block that guy, bro?
That complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down.
Powell.
A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
And this drive is almost over before it began thanks to a great defensive effort. Sacked on first down, followed by an incompletion. One more good rep, and they get off the field.
Looks like a cover 2. If it is, I can hit McLaren in the middle.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
That was stupid. I don't know why I did that. I made one of their reads. Oh well. I ain't scared of his offense. I'll get the ball back.
So this defense coming up with a takeaway, and maybe that's something that can bring a little life to that.
That was dumb. I don't even know why I did that.
They've been sleepwalking through this first half because that's simply not true. But you're right. We haven't seen a lot of fire from these guys, really, on either side of the ball. So maybe that's the catalyst that they needed to get them back into this game.
On first down, this is McCaffrey. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
Well, they did throw interceptions on their last 2 drives, so no surprise at all they decided to start it with a running play. I'm actually a little bit surprised, though, that they got as much out of it as they did.
Yeah, decent little gain. Puts them in a pretty good spot for 2nd down.
From the 43, here's a 2nd down and 6.
They stay on the ground. McCaffrey again.
Oh, that one well designed as he'll take this down to the 30-yard line.
13 yards there and a Niner first.
Exactly what they needed right there because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
On first down, Purdy.
Connects with Kittle underneath. So just 3 yards on the completion there. And that's going to bring up 2nd down.
Obviously, this has not been a banner game throwing the football. So what you got to do, you got to kind of down focus, don't you think? Find the tight end, take some easier completions.
Yeah, interception last drive. There he hits the reliable target.
A 2nd down throw for Purdy. And that one to the right side.
Good defense.
Well, congratulations to them. They come through defensively with another stop. And let's face it, this secondary, they've gone unchallenged so far in the first half. I'm going to switch speed.
They got to get to the 20 to keep the drive alive on 3rd down.
Throwing here, Purdy.
They'll set up the screen to McCaffrey. And he'll be
Dang.
taken down, but he does have first down yardage. It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving.
Let's give a little credit there. The offensive play caller sensed that the screen pass was available. Whenever you're getting a lot of heavy pressure towards your quarterback, that's when you're thinking about running the screen and using that pressure against the defense. And it worked very well there for a first down.
Purdy's throw pulled in by Kittle. And he was able to shed one tackle but could not get away from there.
The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play.
Purdy sets up to throw again.
He's lucky. He was sitting right there waiting on that route, too. I know exactly what he wanted to do.
Defensive effort there, providing the hit as the ball got to the receiver, separates him from the catch. And
screaming stop the balance thing.
And on 3rd and 5, this will be the 8th play of the drive.
Purdy looking to throw.
Damn, I almost said we got a pick.
It's incomplete.
So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense.
So let's take his points.
Think about a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
Purdy on 4th down.
I forgot all about that.
seconds of the first half. The way this one was going, you just got the sense they needed something before half. They've at least got something on the board now. Still trailing, but a good sign.
That takes me back to our preseason tour of NFL camps. You remember we talked with that
Doing all that passing, that's not going to win them the game. 49ers run the ball.
This hits it right there. Take that momentum, take that good feeling, and take the locker room, regroup, and start over. They got it here.
They did indeed. A lot of football, full half to be played. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Washington takes over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And leading 10-7, and they may just want to get this to the locker room. And he takes his
all right. Playing a little off.
A gain of 14, first down, Commanders.
Oh, we're gonna try to fit in field goal range. Feel like a cover 6. Cover 3 is that size. I'm gonna go to Dawson.
How about the people have to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. Here now, 2nd and 4.
What is that?
Howell out of the shotgun. And that will be incomplete.
I hit the wrong button. Damn, that messed up everything. God damn, bro. That messed up everything. That was the wrong button. All right, let's see something.
One last shot before the break. Howell. And just 1 second
all right.
remaining in the first half. They'll call the timeout. So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit. They spot it on the midfield stripe, so it is a 60.
Come on, Sly. Yes, sir.
And that will do it for this first half. First half
Made that harder than it had to be. I should have moved the ball pretty easily. Since he likes to pass instead of run.
Inside the booth alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. So Washington in a good spot. They've got the lead. They will get the football as the second half gets underway. And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And they've got the lead.
He's blitzing.
What do you think the message
I'm going to go to Thomas.
I don't think the message was too drastic, I think, at the half, or that they need to change things too much. I do think the offensive line could play a little bit better. I think they'll try and help them out more. They'll probably keep a tight end in a few more times and maybe add a running back to the formation and pick up those pass rushers, because they probably allowed a few too many sacks for comfort in the first half.
And McLaurin, the motion man right. On first down, Howell. Throw to the right here, taken in by McLaurin. And he goes out right around the 39. And that's good for a gain of 6, and that'll make it second down.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot,
some type of cover 3.
The coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
And slow going there as he'll only get a yard, maybe, up to the 41.
Cover some
That's
number.
what happens sometimes when you abandon the running game. It's hard to get back to it because once guys get out of that mentality.
This is like cover 6. I just seen it before he pressed my receivers.
Howell trying to pick it up on third. He's got his target. That's
Bad throw, but got there.
Up near the 45 at the 44. 2 catches in the first half. Now he's got a third here, and it's good for a first. And they're going to motion Dotson to the left. Powell throwing on first down here. Going right back to Dotson. And he's out of bounds just before the midfield stripe at the 49.
Out of bounds at his own 49-yard line.
From just shy of midfield, here's 2nd and 6. Powell going to audible to something else. Second and 6. That's complete to his receiver.
That was terrible.
And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. It'll be a loss of a couple on the
the Lions look legit this year. I can't believe it. It's crazy coming out of my mouth saying that.
7th play of the drive, forthcoming on 3rd.
Just on both sides of the ball too.
Another throw for Howell.
That was a dumb pass. Why'd I throw that?
Picked up by Ambry Thomas.
I should never do that. I got greedy.
That is a tough way to start the 3rd quarter.
Making this game closer than it has to be, man.
In the end zone and take the lead. Instead, they give him the football.
Then he threw a wonky ball. God damn.
That is not how they drew it up, not how they saw it in their minds. But there's a long way to go in this game. You know, they've just got to find a way to come back one play at a time. Yes, it's a cliche, but they can get it done.
Purdy off the play fake.
All right, we got it right back. We're good. You mean to tell me he couldn't put his hands up the block, man? And nudge him or something.
Defense got him the football with an interception. They trot out there, Charles, at the very first play. They give the football right back.
Brand, I almost expect you coming like an auctioneer. We've got
Thank you
two,
for blitzing.
Do I hear 3? Remember, it was 2 in a row. Would we hit 3 in a row? Because these offenses, they got to be a little bit more careful as they go forward. These defenders, they're locked in and really focused.
Talanoa Hufanga in on the stop.
And Brandon, every running back wants to use their speed in order to get out in front of things. Sometimes you just have to be patient, let blocks develop. On that play, that didn't happen.
Second down, Howell back to pass. And he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage.
The defense did its job of taking away a quick throw, but that's only half the battle because they've got to get to him before he can make a run for it. A little bit late containing him there, so he makes a nice gain out of a play that looked like it was in trouble.
On 3rd down, here's Gibson.
You gotta be kidding me.
He handed it off there, but I don't
Punt the ball. I ain't scared of his offense. He threw 4 picks. More than likely to throw a 5th.
Sometimes they're just at the line of scrimmage. There's just too many bodies to maneuver.
And as a result, now they're looking at a 4th down. And now the punter Tress Way as he
I
sends
should
this
have did
one
a
away.
backspin.
So the scoring dried up here in the 3rd. Nothing that quarter for either side. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Their defense accomplished step 1 of the mission. They forced the punt. Now they'll look to erase that deficit and take a 4th quarter lead. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
Now 2nd and 7 from the 23. A give running left, it's McCaffrey. And he'll get about 3 up past the 25. And the trend continues here in the 4th like it was in the 1st, 2nd, and 3rd. He's had nowhere to run.
And you're probably thinking to yourself, why do they keep feeding him the football? Well, they trust him first and foremost. They do believe that over time,
Good penetration.
Runs. The bottom line is he takes care of the ball well for them, so they'll keep handing it to him.
4th down now after a loss of 2.
There's no question that coming into this game, this defense was pretty vocal about its desire to take this running back out of his game. And all that pregame whooping has turned into results.
Purdy, big 4th down play. Pass taken in.
Damn it.
It's been tight end. And he is going to have the Niners first down.
I saved him to the outside thinking the corner was coming. So he got beat in the middle. That's a good call.
From the shotgun to McCaffrey.
So now, let's go.
Familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line.
It's a loss of 2. Brings up 2nd and
Purdy now on 2nd down. Connects with Kittle underneath. And they get him down, but not the 3rd touchdown.
Love that drag route.
There's Purdy on 1st and 10.
I appreciate that. Come on now. Ooh, you see that pancake?
Picked off by Jamin Davis. And they will be set up now as he brings this thing all the way back inside the 20. We couldn't ask for much more to this point in the second half. A gorgeous day, one-score game. 1st and 10 here. We've got to have two hands on the football here as they run on 1st down. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Commanders. Antonio Gibson from 17 yards out. And the Commanders are able to build on to their 4th quarter lead. What a huge touchdown that was, obviously, here in the late stages of the 4th quarter as they try to put this one away.
The shot throw fade, though. I haven't done that since last Madden.
They'll be very proud of every rep if they close this game out. Just a few
Well, no,
snaps
I've done it
remaining.
on this
They
one
can't
before, but
relax
this is the
just
beginning.
yet.
Hal throwing for it. And he's got it.
Yes, sir.
Conversion is good, and
Look
they
at that.
add on to their 4th quarter lead. The fades
Still
are tough
totem
because
jump.
you need a perfectly placed pass. They got one there.
That they did. Now, I used to have a former partner I worked with who hated the fade pass. Where do you stand on it?
I do not like it because you're going into a corner. You don't have any room. What do you think? You're the analyst.
I love it when they complete it. Then it's a heck of a
Yeah, well, that's not very gutsy.
Yeah, it really isn't.
People are getting paid. People are cashing checks. Could be it. This could be the turning point.
They'll come up 1st and 10 here. They start on the ground with McCaffrey. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
I'd say it's pretty good strategy. If you throw interceptions on back-to-back drives, let's see if the running backs can handle the ball a little bit, get things going. And also, you motivate your offensive line. I think they're in the mood to fire out and hit someone.
I thought the defense, though, might be a little more prepared for that run. Pretty good gain on the ground.
Appreciate that.
And that should do it. Picked off by Benjamin St. Juice. And he will bring this one back.
That's game. Well, been game.
Return for a Commanders touchdown. This has just really been a solid second half from them, CD, as they add another touchdown to the lead and they start to pull away in what was once.
He's been going to that drag all game, so I just put a hard flat right there.
A little cherry on top with that touchdown. Now we just got to play out this final minute, and they'll get a chance to celebrate a very hard.
Is he a beast or what?
This is going to be caught. So add 2 more to the lead as they continue to pour it on here in the 4th. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. Here's McLeod from his end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Cost him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. Well, it's been a struggle so far for this offense, Charles. It's not only that they haven't been able to put the points up, but really, and my goodness, another interception.
Well, who was he throwing to right there?
And he's going to take this one back to the 30.
Yeah, just leave the game. Matter of fact, turn it off.